What's up, guys? This is Danny with Off-Road World TV. We are here at the Adventure Expo in Costa Mesa, California, and I'm here with Jeremy from Icon Vehicle Dynamics. First off, I wanted to thank you for letting us tow the trailer behind the Trail Chasers. I really appreciate the display you guys are letting us do. So, real quick, I just wanted to talk about Icon Vehicle Dynamics as a whole, as a company, and then maybe possibly some future direction. So,
yeah, definitely.
Kind of leave it to you to kind of explain a little bit about it.
Cool. Well, thanks for having me on, and just want to say that we're super pumped to be out here. This is the first four-wheeler adventure expo out in Costa Mesa.
I'm gonna have Jeremy kind of take the lead and kind of explain the lift kit on this this JT right here, because it just looks phenomenal.
Yeah, definitely. So this is the Icon Vehicle Dynamics 2.5-inch Stage 8 suspension system is what you're looking at. And that's got the front components, again, our dual rate coil springs, the shocks to match, the sway bar end links, adjustable sway bar end links up front, and then out back is where things kind of differ from your JL or your standard Wrangler. This is the party back here. So we've got our billet rear adjustable links, upper and lower on both sides. The lower features a nice slider, so you kind of glide over rocks a little bit or any obstacles.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The rear, again, we've got our adjustable sway bar links here. We're using a triple rate rear coil in the back, so that's really how we're squeaking both, the bump travel, how we're handling compression on the bump side of things, and how we're also giving light enough spring rate to allow for a lot of droop out of the Gladiator.
I've never even seen that, a triple rated rear coil.
It's pretty crazy.
That's interesting.
So I'm excited.
Really
These are just rolling into production now. By the time you see it, we'll probably have them available. But they're super cool. A lot of engineering, a lot of time went into those. So the front half of this was pretty easy, because it was pretty much a JL. The rear is where we had to spend a lot of time kind of finessing that, all of our engineering department kind of putting all their brains into this project.
Yeah,
so.
And you know what blows my mind after looking at the flex this thing has to offer? It's not a coilover.
No, not at all.
It's just a standard coil spring, which is just insane. Because I mean, people that are in the industry know, typically if you have a coilover as opposed to a coil spring, you're going to get a lot more travel out of the front and rear. So it's insane.
That's one thing that we do at Icon. We try not to change too much of the vehicle if it's not necessary. And one thing we found is coilovers have their right place and whatnot. We have an awesome JK coilover conversion. We're working on some things with JL, but really, squeaking the most you can out of the coil sprung configuration and leaving things alone, so we're not having to custom fabricate anything or do this or that and the other. This has just been a huge surprise for us. I mean, we're getting 11 inches of wheel travel out of a bolt-on coil spring setup. You don't really need
that's
anymore.
Impressive. That's really
there's
impressive.
no sense to get bolting on a coilover mount if this works and does the job it's supposed to.
Absolutely. And I think Jeep did a great job with the new JL and JT models, just because of the capabilities this thing can have over a JK. Because I mean, a JK on a coilover, it could be pretty much equivalent to a JL with a standard coil spring lift or something.
Once you start changing things, it's all in tune. And again,
exactly.
That's kind of what makes Icon stand out from the crowd, is that we do a lot of that tuning on our side, so much so that it's pretty much dialed out the box.
Love it, man. Love it. So we're gonna take a little walk, and then we're gonna check out some of the options that Icon actually has to offer, because it's not just a Tacoma market, not just a JL Jeep market. They actually have a lot of different things for basically any kind of standard pickup. Whether it's mid-size.
If it's out there being wheeled, chances are we'd probably make a product for it. But definitely this product right here, what you're seeing on this display, is really what kind of got Icon off the ground. Our bread and butter, your typical coilover, upper control arm, and shock package. And what you're looking at here is a couple different Tundra setups. So we've got our 3.0 series coilover on this side with our billet upper control arm. It's fully adjustable, allows for a lot of cool alignment customization, and also has our delta joint in it. This is more of our, I don't want to say budget, but a different step. Instead of going 3.0, this is our 2.5 series coilover with a tube upper arm, also with the delta joint, and it features our S2 secondary shock system. So this is a bolt-on hoop for a Tundra that allows you to, instead of run a single 2.5 or a single 3.0, you can run a 2.5 with a 2.5 in parallel. So, you know, you're basically getting the height adjustability and whatnot out of a coilover, but you're getting the added damping with a secondary shock on board. So this is the real deal for going out.
Having this setup, I mean, it's probably just like riding on pillows at that point.
Pretty much, and riding on pillows at, you know, 60, 70 miles an hour through big terrain. This is the real deal right here. So
I mean, me personally, I love the billet setup. It's you know, I guess
there's advantages to each. But it's a super pretty part. You look in that fender well, and it's wow, you got something going on.
Oh yeah, it's something special. You got Tundra over here, 3.0, 2.0 systems. What is going on over here? I know you got more setups in the
So obviously, you know, what we just looked at is the front of the vehicle. I'll go on this side. What we just looked at is the front of the vehicle. Again, what Icon does is a complete suspension system, meaning we offer balanced performance. And the way we do that, say in a Tundra, let's keep the applications, you know, going. We offer what we call our RXT rear suspension package for a Tundra, which includes a rear leaf spring, a multi-rate rear leaf spring, so you've got adjustability in that. We do like a soft, a medium, and a firm rate, along with our bolt-on bump stop kit. And then we've also got an RXT specific shock that works in conjunction to get you an extra inch of bump travel and an extra inch and a half of droop travel on the Tundra.
Really?
It's pretty substantial. So it's a big improvement. Again, you have an awesome front end suspension setup. If you're stock out back, or if you're on a lesser setup, it's just unbalanced. You can't maintain speed. It's all over the place. So these are kind of the rear components that make our whole suspension system shine.
It looks good. I mean, I bet having the hydraulic air bumps in the rear, they probably make a huge difference.
It's a huge difference controlling how fast you get to bottom. Being able to kind of have a shock in there that ramps up depending on speed or anything like that. It's awesome. It's next level. So
I mean, this is probably what I'm more interested in because I have a 4Runner. So I'll probably be talking to you guys pretty soon about picking up something nice like this. You know.
Yep.
So I mean,
this is pretty much the same thing we're looking at from that Tundra display. But obviously Tacoma and 4Runner specific.
3.0.
This is these are both 2.5. This is 2.5 with a remote reservoir with our CDC damping control adjuster. And this is 2.5 with a secondary. This is an Omega bypass shock. So just two ways, two more ways to go about it. This is a really good, I would say, more of your everyman setup. This is for the guy who's looking to go across the desert, again, at those higher speeds, with confidence, not having to worry about the big holes and things like that.
Now this stuff is great for high speeds, but what would you say, how would you say it would perform in the rocks? Because I'm a rock crawler at heart, so I like to go out and break my stuff on purpose.
So that's the one thing, is we've grown as a company, we've done this baseline valve code. So we really try to strike a good in-between ride quality, from on-road ride quality to off-road ride quality, and kind of have our niche. And we kind of tune for that guy who's going a little bit faster and more of a pre-running style of off-roading than anything else. But this whole overland adventure, I don't know what we call it. I hate to call it a scene, but
I guess it's a new market.
It's a new market, exactly.
It's not a new market, but it's definitely a rising market. I feel like.
And these builds have called for a different kind of valving and us to look at things differently, and also just us growing and attracting different guys who are doing different types of wheeling, like rock crawling. That's why we came out with our CDC technology. I always push to go with the CDC shock if you're kind of in the rocks one day and in the desert the other day, because you can dial down the shock and make it ride really soft, supple, and have that vehicle do a lot of work and take out valving from the shock and get it to ride well on the rocks. You want to tighten up the rear end just because it's a little bit of weight. Obviously, your trailer unloaded is really, really light. But when you start, when you fill it full of water, and you have all your supplies on there, weight adds up considerably. So go ahead and click it in, 2, 3, 4 adjustments on the compression side, and you'll be done. And that's always your mileage may vary thing. It's a very subjective deal. It's all how you like your vehicle to handle, but
it all depends on the type of rig you're going to be pulling to.
Exactly. Is it coil sprung rear? Like the Gladiator? Is it leaf sprung? All that changes. So there is no magic answer, but 2 to 3 clicks, 3 to 4 clicks will be perfect. Just want to say that we're super pumped pumped to be out here. This is the first four-wheeler adventure expo out in Costa Mesa, and so far it's been a great show. Yesterday was tons of traffic, really good traffic, people coming through asking all the right questions that we like to hear. Want to know, why I should run Icon, what applications do you make product for, all that good stuff. So that's always a good, fun time to be able to talk about the wide range of applications that Icon makes product for, and all that good stuff.
I mean, a couple of my partners were here yesterday kind of looking at all the stuff that's on display, and we were actually really surprised at like how many people were here. Like, you guys are front and center, and I was just blown away. I wasn't here, but I seen all the videos. You guys had a ton of foot traffic coming in.
Oh yeah, and I think they said they had 5,000 people, yesterday, and I'm sure that number is probably a little reserved too.
Yeah,
and for a first-year show, and I would say all the things that are happening right now, this many people to come out, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of loud out here, and I really wanted to showcase their Gladiator that's literally right behind us. But I mean, the flex that this thing has is just insane. Like, and you told me it was a 2.5-inch lift, and I was blown away. I couldn't even believe what this thing is actually capable of. Like, it's crazy. Icon started back in 2008, and we were really known for we're a Toyota performance company. Yeah.
And we started out doing coilovers and upper control arms and rear shock systems for your Tacomas, FJ Cruisers, and 4Runners. And from 2008 till today, we've grown to do everything. We're doing Jeeps, we're doing Ford Raptor, F-150, we're doing Excursion, we're doing Chevy half-ton, 3/4 ton. We do it all, and that's really cool. But lately, the biggest application, the biggest new thing for us has been the Jeep JL, and now the Jeep JT, or the Gladiator.
Yes.
And we're exactly, you hit it on the head. This vehicle continues to surprise us. The amount of wheel travel we're getting and performance we're getting out of a 2.5-inch kit is just it's second to none. It's awesome. So Jeep delivered a vehicle that was pretty good in stock form, and with just a little Icon secret sauce, we've really made something that's a formidable off-road vehicle. So.
I agree 100%, because it's really cool, because I used to own a Jeep JL as well, and after looking at Icon vehicle dynamics and their Jeep suspension as opposed to like a competitor, it's very surprising, because Icon originally was always known for their truck suspension. Like pre-runner type stuff. That's what I grew up knowing Icon for.
100%.
And especially like seeing this thing here in person and like just the capabilities of it, it's insane. Like it literally, I feel like you guys are definitely taking to the next step.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, it's a very reserved kit. Icon's big thing has always been a complete bolt-on suspension system. So you don't have to go to Company X for this and Company Y for that and Company Z for this. Icon does it all. We kind of take all the engineering questions and all that out of the equation. We do that for you on our side, and we provide systems that are coil springs, shocks, links, track bars, sway bar end links, and all the stuff to go with it. So it's a one-stop shop. We make it easy. And sometimes bolt-on kits get looked at like, oh, maybe they're holding performance or they're leaving some performance on the table, but that's not the case with an Icon system. This thing's able to go 70 miles an hour through some good desert chop, and then go right into 4-low and go rock crawling just the same, and doing it super comfortably. So I like to think we do a good job of covering the bases.
It's very, very, very impressive, and the cool thing is I like the whole concept of a bolt-on. Yes, it's not a weld-on kit or a full fab kit, but you got to remember, you got to cater to the masses, and if you're a guy like me where you like to get your hands dirty and do it yourself, it's perfect, because I mean, I was a guy, I put my own lift kit on my stuff, and just being able to accommodate to those kind of masses, and especially in the Jeep community where half of the people would rather do it themselves rather than paying a shop to do it. It's just, it's a win-win.
We take the guesswork out, make it easy, and